what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I got the battery disconnected because I got to swap my steering wheel back again. So here's the story. I had a 0709 GT500 steering wheel in my 2012. Why? Because in my opinion, it's a better steering wheel. Took the car in to get a state inspection, failed. You know why I failed? Because my horn didn't work. So that was a little tidbit of information I wish I would have remembered before I did all of this. So here's what I'm gonna do. Putting the stock wheel back in it today, and we're gonna plug it all in. Horn's gonna work. We're gonna take it, get it state inspected. It's gonna pass. And then when I put the 0709 wheel back in, before I do that, I'm gonna do two things. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have it rewrapped. Replace the leather, get it all nice and new, go with like a nice Napa leather or something. And then I'm gonna splice those wires for the cruise control and the horn so that all the buttons on the steering wheel work, including the horn. So next year I don't fail inspection and my car just sort of works like a normal vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I gotta do today. I'm gonna show you the two wheels side by side, and I'm gonna show you why exactly I hate this stock steering wheel so much. And a lot of Mustang guys are gonna be like, bro, what are you talking about? That's so nitpicky. Like, why are you tripping about the steering wheel on your Shelby Mustang? Well, I'm gonna show you, all right? I'll show you. So honestly, of any car I've ever owned, this is probably one of the easiest cars to remove the steering wheel in. So you're just gonna disconnect the battery like I have it here. Make sure that your door is open so that you don't break your glass. I've heard of guys like disconnecting their battery, and then when they go to open the door, this window doesn't slide down like it's supposed to, and they catch it on this and it causes problems or knocks it out of alignment. So don't do that. Here's my 07 wheel in the car. I actually think it looks good with the silver horn button, but that's all right. There's two little basically screws that hold it in. One on this side, one on this side. All you gotta do is screw those out. The horn comes out. All right, and then once we got the airbag off, there's just this one little bolt right here. You just gotta take that out, and then steering wheel comes right out. All right, so it is actually a beautiful day here in North Carolina, so I figured we would go ahead and look at some steering wheels by the pool, shall we? So, 0709, 10 to 14. Okay, now, notice, on the 0709, we have a completely leather steering wheel, as in, where your palms go, when you hold the steering wheel 10 and 2 position, your palms are gripping onto a leather surface. It feels very nice. This wheel feels really, really good in your hand. It makes the car look and feel a lot more premium, like the high-end car that it is. I mean, remember, back in 2012 when this car was new, if you adjust for inflation, it's like an $80,000 or $90,000 car, okay? So we're not talking about, El Cheapo Mustang here. Like, this is like, you're paying a lot of money for a Ford Mustang. And the thing is, Ford knew that they had to do something different on their GT500 steering wheel in 2007, right? Because as you look, if you're familiar with the 05 to 09 Mustang GT steering wheel, it actually looks a little bit more like this, right? So they actually switched it up. They made it different for the GT500. However, in 2010, for whatever reason, they basically just took the steering wheel straight off the Mustang GT, performance pack or whatever, and just put it right in the GT500. Didn't really even change anything except maybe some suede. I don't really know what the differences are, but it's still look, when I hold this steering wheel 10 and 2, my palms are on plastic, okay? And as you can see, there's more buttons, and some people like that, right? Some people are like, well, when you go to this wheel, you're gonna give up, volume controls and stuff. And I'm like, dude, I don't care, man. This is a liver axle muscle car, man. I'll just reach down and adjust the volume with a knob, So I prefer this steering wheel. Like, I can't like explain it. You have to kind of just feel the two side by side. This is a good steering wheel. This, in my opinion, is not a good steering wheel. Okay, now I get a lot of questions about this, which is like, do you get an airbag light? The airbags between the two are completely interchangeable. As you can see, they're exactly the same diameter. I could put, the 0709 airbag in my, 10 to 14 wheel, and vice versa. This is actually how I had it. I was running my factory airbag. I feel like that's just safer. I actually like the way this one looks better, but for safety, I just kept the original airbag. Now, do you get an airbag light? The answer is no, because if you look at that, the plugs are exactly the same, the mounting points are exactly the same. These are basically the exact same airbag. The only thing that's really different is what goes right here. Now, as you know, Ford airbags of this era were not the greatest. So again, I kept it with the original. This is the original 2012 airbag. Yes, it fits in the 07, 09 steering wheel, no problem. Okay. So, and guys are gonna be like, oh, you're crying, oh, you're just complaining. Bro, I actually did something about it, okay? I went out and I bought the steering wheel I actually want. The problem is I was too lazy to do all the connections, and then when I took it in for state inspection, I failed. So, not making that mistake again. We're gonna put this back in, get it passed, recover this, probably do some like carbon fiber right here, something like that. Put it all back together, fix these wires, splice these in so it all plugs into my 2012 plug system, and we'll be good to go. So next year, I will not have this same problem, I hope. Another thing that drives me insane, and this is not a Mustang problem, this is not a Shelby problem, this is a car industry problem. Any car that is like kind of fast and sporty or whatever, they gotta put Suede all over it. I don't get it, bro. Suede is disgusting. I just cleaned this up. I mean, I literally took it into my kitchen sink, scrubbed it with like soap and water, and you could just see the 11 years of dead skin cells, sweat, dust, whatever else this bullshit has absorbed over the years, running out into my drain. It looked nasty. And obviously it's clean now and whatever. That's fine. It's gonna look like that again. It just is. This might be a hot take, but I don't think Suede belongs anywhere on the interior of a street-driven car, at least on high traffic surfaces like this. And yes, sorry, there was a spider on my steering wheel. And yes, I said street-driven. I understand if you have a race car with a Momo steering wheel or whatever, why you want Suede. You get more grip or whatever. The problem is, on a street car, you're driving this thing around with your bare hands. You're not wearing gloves, right? You're seeing possibly daily use. You're picking up your girlfriend, she looks good tonight, so your hands get sweaty, right? All that type of stuff, and it's all just getting soaked directly into this Suede. And I'm just not into it, man. I don't like it on a Mustang just as much as I hate it on a Porsche, just as much as I hate it on a McLaren or a Ferrari. I wish they'd stop doing it. They never will, because it's the thing and everyone thinks it's trendy. It's a pretty disgusting material on a car interior. There you go. That's my soapbox. That's my hot take. You can hate me. You can roast me in the comments for that. Spiders everywhere today. But yeah, I hate Suede. So anyway, don't worry. Not just crying, actually doing something about it. So, all right, factory steering wheel's back in, and we'll see. Look at that. All right, fellas, well, that wraps up this video. Got my horn working again. I guess I can pass state inspection finally. So that's gonna be great. It's great to like have a valid registration and things like that. And I got the steering wheel out of it, so that'll be getting sent off to be rewrapped real soon. So stay tuned. Big things coming. I know everybody says that, it's like the meme, but yeah, no, the Shelby's coming along. The Land Cruiser's coming along. If you're into like Toyota Land Cruisers, I've got one of these as well. So slowly doing little upgrades to these two. So kind of like a lot more progress on this channel in recent months. So it's getting hot. It's getting hot. So subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you think. Absolutely roast me, destroy me for wanting a leather steering wheel in my Mustang and not a plastic one. I know how you guys are. And with that said, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.